Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the national debate tonight has been over the arrest of Allu Arjun, and later he got bail. Allu Arjun is an award-winning, nationally recognized superstar in the Telugu film industry. In fact, one of his movie releases, which is on right now, there was a showing of the movie in a theatre, and there was a stampede at that event when Allu Arjun arrived, and that led to the unfortunate death of a lady, and there was a complaint filed against him, and after that he was arrested. Now, was there a need to arrest Allu Arjun? Was he directly responsible for the stampede? Could he have been blamed for the stampede? Should the organizers have been held responsible instead? Was he really evading the law? Was he running away from the law? What was the need to go into his house, into his bedroom to arrest him? Now, ladies and gentlemen, if Allu Arjun has been arrested, then the question is not whether he's been arrested because he's an actor, but whether the instrument of arrest is used by the police in our country in an indiscriminate way to try and target individuals and put them on the back foot. Ladies and gentlemen, the arrest of Allu Arjun is not an ordinary matter. It must have had the highest level of political clearance. Was there an element of political vendetta by the Congress government in the arrest of the Pushpa 2 star Allu Arjun? Is his mere appearance at a film screening enough for him to be arrested? Or should the logic actually apply to Revant Reddy? If someone who should be held responsible, it should be the government there which should be held responsible, not the star. Ladies and gentlemen, Allu Arjun then filed a petition in the Telangana High Court requesting that the FIR against him be quashed. The court has posted the case for hearing of 16th of December. Point is, why did the Telangana government arrest Allu Arjun? And why was he held responsible in a way as if he was almost evading the law? Why was he then remanded to 14-day police custody? And had he not been a famous film star, would he have been languishing in jail for at least the next 2 weeks? Viewers, debate number 1 tonight, bringing into focus the misuse of the powers of arrest. Pushpa 2 superstar Allu Arjun, ladies and gentlemen, should he have been arrested? Versus, now you have a film star versus Chief Minister Revant Reddy. That's debate number 1 tonight. We have Harish Salve, as I promised, on the day of the Constitution Day debate. And I have a super fragilistically hot debate on Constitution Day. That's at 9 o'clock here in the studios. And ladies and gentlemen, here are the headlines this Friday evening on the debate tonight. It's Allu Arjun versus Congress Chief Minister Revant Reddy. 5 hours after the Pushpa 2 star was arrested for a stampede case outside a Hyderabad theatre, he's granted interim bail for 4 weeks. As Allu Arjun was taken away by the police from his Hyderabad residence, he could be heard expressing his discomfort. He mentions that when the police arrived to arrest him, he requested that he be allowed to change his clothes. However, most surprisingly, several police personnel followed him to his bedroom, assuming he might try to escape. The superstar's shocking arrest over the stampede death has sparked a huge political controversy in Congress-ruled Telangana.
If the framers of the Constitution, for good reason, did not use words like secular and socialist, please do not add these words. And you have seen, history has proved, these words have not served any good purpose.
India's most celebrated jurist Harish Salve weighs in on the Constitution debate in Parliament, from the disrepair in the legal system to why he believes the words socialist and secularism can be removed from the preamble. Unmissable conversation with Harish Salve at 8:35 p.m. tonight.
एक पार्टी विशेष द्वारा संविधान निर्माण के कार्य को हाईजैक और एप्रोप्रिएट करने की कोशिश हमेशा से की गई है।
Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh leads the charge on the Constitution debate, exposes the Congress hypocrisy on the Constitution. He says that it is the Congress party that kept the Constitution in their pockets. course, the big story of the day, the mega political slugfest that has followed the arrest of superstar Allu Arjun in Hyderabad. Let's debate.
Amid high drama that could rival some of his biggest blockbusters, South superstar Allu Arjun was arrested earlier today. The actor was taken into custody in connection with the stampede at the premiere of his latest release, Pushpa 2. The actor earlier issued an apology over the stampede and even announced Rs 25 lakh as compensation for the family members of the woman who lost her life in the incident. More drama unfolded as the actor was produced before a court in Hyderabad and granted 14 days in judicial custody. But soon after, the Telangana High Court granted him interim bail, stating that his right to liberty could not be overlooked just because he is an actor. The BRS and the BJP gunned for Revant government for going after the actor while papering over larger concerns around glaring security lapses behind the stampede.
There is no absolute need for any kind of notice, any kind of information, nothing, because the law does not prescribe that for non-bailable offences. Targeting the law enforcement, targeting the Home Department every single time, and because you want to make it political is unfair.
However, the Chief Minister distanced himself from the actor's arrest while saying that law will take its course. As politics play out over the superstar's arrest, is Allu Arjun the target of Congress vendetta?
Okay, we have Krishank Manem of the BRS, Sanjana Galrani is an actress, Savita Raj Hairamat is a filmmaker, and we have advocate Manjunath, who is pro-Congress, ND Manjunath. Mr. Manjunath, what was the need to arrest him? How is he responsible? And is he running away from the law? Is he absconding? Is he not traceable? What was the need to arrest him? Is there some personal vendetta that Revant Reddy government has against him? You're trying to frighten the whole community. What is the idea there? Why was he arrested?
Because the family member of the deceased, M. Revati, has filed a complaint before the jurisdictional police by alleging that stampede, due to the stampede, the deceased died, for which the management of the theatre and the famous actor is responsible, and they requested the police to take a necessary action against the culprits. The case has been registered against the actors under the management of the theatre.
How is the actor responsible for this, if I may ask?
Means under section 105 and 100 of BNS Act, the case has been registered. So under that under section 100 of the BNS Act, whoever commits a culpable homicide not amounting to murder, the person who commits the culpable homicide is responsible.
So we don't have an administration there.
I think
one minute. Manjunath.
I can clarify.
The question is what?
So he had a knowledge about the youth crowd excited to receive him and to see his glimpse. Though he had a knowledge about it, he intentionally went to that. And he is responsible causing of the death of that CM Revati.
So you're saying, one minute. You're saying, Manjunath, that he wanted people to die in a stampede, and that is why he went to the theatre.
So that's what the management has written there. So they requested the jurisdictional police to provide a security, but in the request they didn't mention when the team of the celebrity would be visit. At what time they will visit? Though that the Allu Arjun has knowledge about the excitement of the Sikh crowd, he didn't make any effort.
How conveniently you are just changing this.
Savita.
What the in fact what
I am really upset with all this because this is not the way.
What
If
incident has taken place?
even if police was informed, it was administration job to see the crowd and call more police and more support.
No, it is-
Not the actors because they are popular. Because they are targeted.
Responsibility of the manager.
What kind of no way you can't put
One minute,
anything like on an actor.
One minute. Manju, you can confide in me if Congress is jealous of Allu Arjun, or if you
Yes,
believe he's very.
because if you have seen the film, this whole film talks about Hinduism and celebration of Hinduism.
Case would have been good.
Because
If
the
it was
film.
committed by ABC, the case would have been good
Savita,
against them
what is
also.
your angle to this,
So whether he is
Savita?
a celebrity,
I saw the film and it is absolutely every scene is a celebration of
There is
Hinduism.
no
in that.
jealous, there is no vendetta.
So Savita is saying here, Manjunath, because Congress is seen to be anti-Hindu party. Is it because this film is a celebration of Hinduism
Congress
that you've
is not
targeted
against
it?
the anti-Hindu. Congress is the party of the secular. It is not against the Hindu or Muslims or somebody. It's not favors anybody.
Yeah,
It
but
is
you
not-
are a-
Today even
pro-
secular word is in question mark now, so don't talk about secularism anymore.
Hi. So,
Because-
can I come in?
My
Just
friend
coming,
Arnab,
Krishna, one second.
for me,
Sanjana,
the question that Congress
Sanjana,
is
1 minute.
anti- that's what I-
Manjunath, can you take a pause, please? Thank you. I'm getting everyone in on this debate. I'll open up the phone lines, maybe also viewers, because what I'm not understanding is, if someone should be held responsible, it should be the Telangana government. The Telangana government should have coordinated better with the event organizers and the state administration. You can't blame Allu Arjun for being popular. You know, you're basically saying he's popular, his arrival led to a stampede and hence we'll arrest him. These are the same politicians
It's
who never
really
take
unfair to be
responsibility for
arresting
any
a star
stampede
who's
when it
just
happens in
gone
a
to see
political
his
event.
film.
Yes, Sanjana.
It's really unfair to be arresting a star who's just gone to see a film. From 2004, it is a tradition that all the superstars in the film industry go to watch their own film in the local theatres because they get that energy in the local theatre which they don't get in any INOX or in any gold class, because people really let loose, they dance, they celebrate every song, they celebrate every action scene. Every actor works hard for that day to go and see that first day, first show with the audience, and it's his right by birth. And a very beautiful verdict has come out by the court today that he is a human being without any superpowers and he has the liberty to go and watch his own film. It doesn't need a permission. Stampede has happened accidentally or unfortunately, but they have no rights to just blow this whole thing in such a big way. Like if he's a terrorist, go intervene into his room to literally arrest him. Has he done some 50 murders or some bomb blast in America? What are we talking about? How can they exaggerate? They have no rights to arrest him. And the very answer to the entire case which has been formed, we've got the reply today that yes, the bail has happened today itself. So that shows how technically weak the case is. And in our country, it has become of passion to be misusing the law, to be misusing the ED, to be misusing the cops, to be misusing the income tax officers with political vendettas just to shoot the popular people down. You know, time and again this is happening. Celebrities have been suffering, known personalities are suffering just with political vendettas. Why are you misutilizing the law to harass the stars? Just because celebrities can, celebrities can be on the head. I'm not done. Just because celebrities can get you that headlines which normal people cannot get you. If a normal man was arrested, were we sitting and discussing this here? No. Just because you want to be in the headlines, that doesn't mean you harass the hell out of a celebrity. Sorry to say. It's really very, very painful to see this. And this has been happening time and again with political vendettas. We saw what happened with Aryan Khan's case. We keep seeing so many political cases where even for an ant bite, a particular celebrity is arrested like if he pulled down a 1,000-floor building and killed some 10,000 people.
Let's not forget, Arnab was also the arrested like that.
No, the Congress is a vindictive, crazily vindictive political party. And in fact, I am very
There is
happy.
no question of vindictive politics
Manjunath,
here.
let me complete. Manjunath, let me complete. Manjunath, let me complete. You are vindictive. You are vindictive because I questioned Sonia Gandhi and I said Sonia Gandhi's original name is Antonia de Maino. And why is she silent in the Palghar case? And because I raised the Sushant Singh Rajput case, you arrested me. I'm happy to share with all the viewers and fans of Republic today.
You are the reason.
And I want to share with you also, Krishank.
Whoever commits the crime,
Krishank, if you can, then you should tell Allu Arjun. You should tell Allu Arjun to thank me. You should tell Allu Arjun to thank me. Are Manju, keep quiet now 1 minute. You should tell Allu Arjun to thank me.
You have become a landmark judgment, Arnab.
Because the High Court referred to my case of 2020 when it talked about the way the Congress government had falsely arrested me. And I took more than 1.5 weeks. Are, keep quiet. You Congress people, who is scared of you? You tyrannical fascist party. You think you can scare? You thought you could scare me. But what happened? I came out stronger. You are a weak party. You put Kapil Sibal. You told Kapil Sibal, go to court. Try to keep Arnab in jail. You couldn't. And today High Court has quoted my case, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And in the case of Allu Arjun, so Krishank, tell Allu Arjun that Arnab is saying, please give him a big thank you. Because of his case, he was cited in his giving of bail. But what is the political insecurity that your leader, KTR, is referring to? What is the political insecurity?
Arnab, this is definitely intentional and with malicious intent by the Congress. Why, I'll tell you. Friend who is defending there is wrong factually because this is the permission letter on 2nd December, which is 48 hours before the event, given by the event organizers to the Assistant Commissioner of Police. Please listen. There are timings mentioned in this. There are timings mentioned in this. There are the dates also mentioned in this. They requested for police bandobast on 4th and 5th. They even mentioned that Allu Arjun, the heroine, the other unit members also participate in this. They even mentioned the number of shows, 9:30 p.m. on 4th, for which shows they wanted security also with the timings it has been mentioned. And there is the stamp acknowledged by the Assistant Commissioner of Police. So it is definitely a security lapse by the government. And one more thing is, the Congress government, I'll tell you, Honorable High Court has quoted in the bulldozer demolitions of houses against the Hydra, they've asked particularly that why are you choosing on a weekend? The rule of law has to be equal for all. Why demolitions or arrests of social media activists by the Congress government on weekends? Today is again a weekend because tomorrow is a Saturday and Sunday is a holiday again. Allu Arjun cannot, like every citizen who can go for a legal remedy, can approach the court. But being a holiday, you've chosen a weekend. I mean, second, they've asked for permission. Fourth, the event happened. The unfortunate incident also happened. Fifth, you filed the FIR. 13th, you come today for his arrest.
This is
8 days. Was he absconding? Was he absconding? Was he at large?
No, I'll tell you what the idea was.
Why did you take time?
Let me tell you what the idea was out here. You see, 1 minute. Manjunath, listen. Manjunath, listen, please. Can I take a moment? Please listen to me. First of all, I feel very happy that I have played a small role in the granting of bail to Allu Arjun because the High Court has referenced my case and my fight with the Congress government in Maharashtra. My case, Arnab Goswami versus State of Maharashtra, has been referenced by the High Court. They have referenced my case and spoken about legal principles of fairness and justice. But the problem with you people in the Congress party is, Manjunath, listen to me. You people will never learn. You want to put any high-profile person in jail because you think you will have an upper hand. How foolish you looked when I came out. How foolish you are looking when Allu Arjun is coming out. What answer do you have to the people?
The court has granted a bail.
Huh?
We respect the verdict of the court.
No, you don't respect the verdict. You don't respect the courts. You try to bully Allu Arjun.
Absolutely.
The same Congress government targeted Nagarjuna and Samantha also. They haven't learned lessons after the court statement. Now again, Allu Arjun here. There seems to be some problem with the Congress government against the entertainment industry. Does Revan
one thing I'm a little upset about. I'm told that many members from the cinema industry were very quiet. at that point of time when he got arrested.
You're from the cinema industry.
Huh?
I'm from the film industry.
No, you are from the film industry, but there wasn't that kind of loud protest like there could have been.
Yeah, but I
everything has just happened in a hustle over the entire day, and we don't know how to react. But I kind of understood what has happened because I have been a victim of the system in the past myself, and then I got a clean sheet from the High Court. So, and also it takes a lot of guts and glory to come out and talk against something so big that is happening, because people are obviously worried that, okay, will there be anybody backfiring at us with some other legal case, or will we be taken into task? But I have had my legal trial in my life and I have got a clean sheet, so I have all the guts, just like you, Arnab, to come and talk the truth.
Yeah,
Arnab, I need to mention one important thing here also, because in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, the people are actually seeing it in the view that is it an ego of Chief Minister Revanth Reddy? Because after the success of Pushpa, there was a success meet by this team Pushpa, and Allu Arjun, while acknowledging many people, actually forgot the Chief Minister's name. He thanked Chief Minister of Telangana and could not name Revanth Reddy. So has this been the ego reason for Revanth Reddy is what everyone is wondering. Because he says now that he did not have any information about it. Telangana does not have Home Minister Arnab. AICC is ruling 28 times. Mr. Revanth Reddy has visited.
Was this arrest done on Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra instructions? Manjunath?
All of you are not talking
because this film is pro-Hindu.
The fate of the victim.
This film is very pro-Hindu.
Need to be discussed here.
Anybody who is pro-Hindu will be arrested. I spoke for Hindus during Palghar. Sonia Gandhi could not tolerate it. Now Allu Arjun's movie Savita is saying celebrates Hinduism every moment. Congress does not like it. Why are you anti-Hindu?
As well as the secularism, we will not take any caste name. We are believing in the constitution. We believe in the secularism.
You don't want a Hindu sentiment to grow in the country.
We will not particularly target any caste here.
You seem to be targeting anyone who's pro-Hindu.
We are believing the constitution as well as the secularism. That is my submission.
This is constitution. This is your belief in the constitution.
We are believer in the constitution. We are believer in the constitution.
First of all, Priyanka Vadra goofed up today in her first speech in Parliament. She blamed everything wrong on the Himachal government and then realized that Congress is in power in Himachal. She goofed up on her first day. And this is the way you're celebrating Constitution Day today? By arresting Allu Arjun. Venkatesh is calling from Bengaluru. Venkatesh, are you there? Venkatesh, good evening. What do you think?
Good evening. I hope your panelists will not heckle me because I get a couple of seconds. I think, much before Telangana was formed, the Congress has had a long anti-Hindu sentiment and policy. Even Pranab Mukherjee in his book Coalition Years wrote about this, how Sonia Gandhi is blatantly against Hindus. And this is the president who was elected by the Congress party, Pranab Mukherjee himself. Going back to even 2004, before Telangana was formed, on Diwali night, the Congress government falsely arrested the Shankaracharya of Kanchi on Diwali night, the Congress government. It was instigated by the Tamil Nadu government, but the Congress government acted on it. And even Sonia had a role to play there as per Pranab Mukherjee in his book. So they have had a long history of being blatantly anti-Hindu. I think we should count our blessings that they didn't call the Godhra incident another act of Hindu terror. They can go to any length these days. Shame on them.
No, yesterday JNU had another film which got they stopped.
Absolutely. I mean, we have callers from everywhere. Lakshman is calling from Gujarat, Gandhinagar. Lakshman, good evening.
Good evening to you, Arnab. I've been waiting for a long time.
Thank you. Sorry.
I think it is a disgrace that a celebrity who's coming for an event is being charged like this. He is not responsible. It's the police who is goofed up, and the police should be charged.
Before he could come.
It's a crime.
There were police permissions in place before he could come.
In fact, Honorable Court has asked, if you've denied permission, please show the document of it. They could not furnish it. And that's the reason now they've got an interim bail with the court reference of Arnab Goswami versus State of Maharashtra also.
I told you at that time, remember, Krishank, I said, I was, all the people, by the way, all these channels, Times Now, India Today, India TV, all these people talking about how good it is he's been arrested, he's been released now, should think about how they were celebrating when I was arrested. But in any case, I don't want to go there. Things are there in the past, but I am very happy. I had said I'm happy to go into jail for another 2 weeks if it leads to the kind of judgment that Chandrachud gave in my case. I'm happy for Allu Arjun. I'm really happy. Krishnamurthy is calling from Chennai. Krishnamurthy ji, good evening. What do you think about the Allu Arjun case, sir?
Very good evening, very good evening, Arnab. How are you?
Very well, sir. Very well.
Yet another meaningful debate.
Thank you, sir.
At least someone like you to bring actual picture to the people of this country.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So now my question, first question is, the picture was that this stampede has happened on the early morning of 5th or 6th, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
And why such a delay of more than 10 days to lodge an FIR by the Telangana police? On whose behest, on whose pressure, the FIR was lodged after 10 days. So this sends a wrong message. This sends signals to the people to understand, the country to understand.
So Manjunath answer that, and Manjunath and Krishank can debate that. Krishank, he's saying here, Krishnamurthy from Chennai, there was a delay of 10 days in the filing of this FIR, which means it's a premeditated action.
No,
right?
FIR was filed on the 5th itself. FIR was filed on the 5th itself. It was named there. But the arrest happened today.
Why did the arrest happen now?
Because it's a weekend. It's a long weekend.
So you want to arrest him on a Friday so that under pretext you can deny him bail over Saturday and Sunday. And like Uddhav Thackeray wanted to feel great by putting me in jail for 1 day and was denying giving me bail for 2 or 3 days. Here, Revanth Reddy wanted to feel like a superstar, but he has become a flop actor. And Allu Arjun has become a superstar. So Revanth Reddy becomes a flop actor because he wanted to arrest him on Friday to keep him in jail till Monday evening. That is a plan, Manjunath. Absolutely. What narrow-minded thinking, man.
This is spoiling
our image. What circumstances investigation officer will do, we will not interfere in the...
But you are interfering already. How come the police woke up on Friday, you tell them now?
Shameful, you are still arguing for the
power of the investigation officer. When the case is under the investigation,
it is a discretionary power.
In our country, we start using the facility of law for the right reasons. We start using ED for the right reasons. They start using income tax for the right reasons. These vendettas are just tarnishing the name of the country, the entire system globally.
The film is doing well.
This is absolutely not done.
Manjunath, you people say Samvidhan khatre mein hai. You people say misuse of agencies. You have done a PhD in the misuse of agencies.
The constitution under the danger. The central agencies are misused by the central government. It is not said by me. It is the same
who died because in Calcutta he was performing and it was overcrowded stadium and no one even punished anybody there. It was all Calcutta police who was at fault.
Govind Rao calling from Kalaburgi, Karnataka. Govind Rao ji, good evening.
Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, sir.
I always follow your Republic.
Sir, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Very religiously. I don't go to temple, but I follow Republic.
Thank you, sir.
I am asking a very simple question, Arnab, to Mr. Manjunath.
Yeah, Mr. Manjunath, take the question.
The question is simple. If tomorrow the CM goes on a tour and there is a quarter of admirers about him and there is a stampede, right? Will you accuse CM for this thing, stampede? Will you arrest him from his bedroom?
Good question.
I'm asking Manjunath about it.
See, it is the power of the investigation officer. And what circumstances was there?
It
is to be left to him.
What left to him? Okay, 1 minute, No. Savita, remember Parambir Singh? Yes. Remember the notorious, dangerous Parambir Singh?
Of course.
Remember his flunky Sachin Waze? Remember Sachin Waze and Parambir Singh? Congress party said, we have arrested Arnab Goswami. We are not responsible for how the police do their job.
Yeah.
They came to my house. No. The similarity is they came to my house with 200 gun wielding policemen. 50 people came to my apartment. And I asked him, let me wear my shoes. He said, we will not let you wear your shoes. We will beat you with shoes. This is the face of the Congress party. Shame on the Congress party for doing this to Allu Arjun today. Shame on the Congress party.
And Manjunath ji, if you don't have any answer, just say sorry.
The police agencies are conducting there. It is also discussed here.
Police?
In the BJP ruled states also, in the Uttar Pradesh.
You are in power in 2 states and you are behaving like this. If you were in power in 20 states, you know what you would have done.
Houses are demolished there. Innocent houses, how they are demolished.
Manjunath, Congress has lost whatever little credibility it had. Please stop this Jairam Ramesh type behavior. Don't be dictatorial. I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for that debate. It's really terrible. I condemn it. I condemn the way the Telangana government has treated Allu Arjun. And I am personally delighted that my arrest and my judgment in my fight against the Maharashtra government has come to use, and it has been quoted and referenced in the bail being given to Allu Arjun. I congratulate him for that. I condemn the Congress party for its high-handed action. And ladies and gentlemen, while the parliament debates it out on who endangered the constitutional ethos, concerned citizens all over India have watched the logjam in parliament for the last 2 weeks. From the contentious issues of constitutional amendments to tackling the fake narrative on the constitution being in danger, with each passing day, there is a great need for some constitutional clarity. And my next guest on the debate tonight is the best that there is on this subject, Harish Salve. We have Harish Salve with us. I would say the country's topmost jurist and former Solicitor General. And I would say, as far as the Constitution is concerned, without hesitation, I would perhaps rate him one of the finest lawyers, advocates, and defenders of the Constitution in court and outside in the country today. Harish Salve, it's a privilege. Now, there is a parliamentary session on the Constitution. There's a political issue as well, because the government seems to be going into this session saying, listen, we have not done anything to compromise the Constitution, and yet there is this whole argument of Samvidhan khatre mein hai. Our Constitution is in severe danger. Let me begin with a broad question to you, Mr. Salve, and Rhythm is also going to join us on this, that in your view, is there a need for this ongoing debate? If so, why? And what purpose does it serve beyond political posturing? Mr. Salve.
So there is a need for this debate. And there is a need for this debate for 2 reasons. There was only one time where the Constitution came under a shadow. Of course, it's ironical that those who brought the Constitution under a shadow today are leading the charge of the Constitution being in danger. But it doesn't matter. It needs to be debated. Is there a threat to freedoms? Which brings us to the more important question of where does the threat to freedoms emanate from?
Yeah.
Now that we have put provisions of declaration of emergency under which constitutional rights can be eclipsed, as they were in 1975 and 76, where is this threat to the Constitution coming from? The threat to the Constitution comes from proposals which are defying the judgments of the Supreme Court without a full debate. When you talk of people, of sharing of resources in a particular manner, and when you are selling this idea of anarchy, saying that we must make sure that the poorest of the poor get an equal share of the resources of the country, these are fires which are lit, which become very difficult to douse. And once these kind of fires are lit on the ground, then the rule of law comes under a cloud. governments are pushed to the corner where they have to suppress freedoms. And that's where things start unraveling. So, first of all, there must be an agreement on 2-3 issues if you have to prevent a threat to the Constitution. The constitutional institutions should be allowed to work in the spirit of the Constitution. And the two biggest constitutional institutions are Parliament and the courts. As far as Parliament is concerned, we need to have a rule of conduct of how Parliament should now be run. This kind of yelling and shouting, and we see this on TV, and it's disheartening. So many people there have worked very hard and want to make a speech. You can't hear what they are saying because there are some people who are shouting slogans. Parliament is disruptive. Parliament is meant to enact laws. Nobody is paying attention to that. You have to see how laws are enacted in the UK Parliament. There is a first reading, there is a second reading, there is a third reading, clause by clause discussion. When have you last seen that in Parliament? So this is how we have to restore the good sense of Parliament. I mean, important laws are passed in 45 minutes, and most of the time is wasted on rhetoric of relatively little national relevance in Parliament. I mean, the streets are there for protest marches. Parliament, you want to make a token protest, but Parliament must go on. So this is one important debate which people must have and come to a landing. The second is the working of the courts. And I say that the working of the courts is to some extent in a state of disrepair. It is in a state of disrepair for two reasons. The rule of law mandates the availability of judicial remedies. A judicial remedy which is interminably delayed is no remedy at all. What are people willing to do and put our heads together to find a solution to this huge pendency of cases? Can Parliament get together and find a solution? And it is not by amending law or simplifying laws or by rebranding certain laws. This has to be done to find out, do we need more investment in resources? The answer is yes. Where are we going to find the resources? How are we going to put them in? And the second, and I dare say, we need to set right the system of appointment of judges. None of your problems, including overreach by the court, and there have been frequent instances of overreach by the court, will be sorted unless you fix the system of appointment of judges. It is in serious disrepair. It doesn't work. So now, these are matters which, and other important issues of federalism, are matters which people who are elected to office must sit down and debate seriously. I'm sure there will be points of view, there will be contradictions, but that's what debate is all about.
Yeah, but Mr. Salve, all of this is happening in a particular backdrop where we have seen the opposition have a singular campaign that the ruling party, the BJP, wants to subvert the constitution. And this has been a political campaign, that there is a subversion of the constitution.
Isn't this an excellent opportunity, Arnab, for people who understand constitutional law to get up and say why they say the government is trying to subvert the constitution, in what way? Not the rhetoric of the constitution, but the principles of constitutional law, which according to them are being transgressed by the government.
But then you also have the specter of the Supreme Court being drawn into this, and the Supreme Court forced to clarify in a particular statement last year or earlier this year that it is not going to fill the space of the opposition.
The trouble with Supreme Court.
Yes.
And I'm sorry they
trouble with the Supreme Court.
Yes, I say there is a problem with the Supreme Court. The judges must go back to the day where judges spoke through their judgments. The trouble is, judges today speak in court, make comments, and if you read the proceedings of the day, it says case fixed on another date. And the media picks it up, and that then becomes a basis for one or the other political group to try and embarrass.
Now, would you blame the media for it or the judges?
No, I blame the court for it.
The judges?
You are there to report what is going on.
You're saying judges are seeking to be headline grabbers.
You must tell the people. You must tell the people that this is what a judge said.
No,
but the judge must not say it.
But the judges have a tendency to be headline grabbers. Is that what you're saying?
They are. I'm sorry to say they are, because they have stopped speaking as much through judgments as they do in comments which they make in open court. And it does create embarrassment. It does create problems on the ground. You've seen it. And why did the court have to go on the back foot and clarify they are not here to play the role of the opposition? Could somebody point out that there is a judgment which you have given which has created this perception? Or does the perception arise out of comments being made by judges when a case is being heard?
Are you saying that judges in the past have been tempted to play the role of the opposition? That they've got swayed with the amount of power that they wield?
You know, the problem, Arnab, is this institution is not meant for this kind of freewheeling debate which goes on in court today. I've said this before, and I'm saying this again. The discourse in the Supreme Court, the vocabulary of the Supreme Court, was never what it used to be 20 years ago. That has to be brought back. That has to be corrected. You have to have issues of law being debated in the court, and judges must hear. If they have questions, they ask. Gratuitous comments about the government or the opposition are all unnecessary. And today, in the world of social media, in the world of transparency, you have to be very careful of what you say. Aren't people in public life careful of what they say? Aren't you as a journalist very careful of what you say? You're a journalist of repute in India. If you make a loose comment today, it will be quoted all over saying Arnab Goswami said this.
Yes.
Don't all of us have to be careful of what we say in this world? Judges have to have a greater responsibility because they do not join the battlefield. They stand away from the battlefield to judge. See, this is the trouble, Arnab. We have different perceptions.
Can we not have
a topic which is close to your heart, the change in the preamble. Why did you add the word secular and socialist when the great founders of the Constitution, who devoted so much attention and who put in all the constitutional safeguards, did not use these words? Do you think a person of the learning of Dr. Ambedkar or his advisor B.N. Rao or those who wrote the Constitution were unfamiliar with the English language?
Are you saying that we would continue to be secular if the word secular were not to be there in the Constitution itself or inserted as during the emergency?
The Constitution defines in Article 14 and Article 25 and Article 26 and Article 30 how rights of different denominations, and I'm deliberately not using the word minorities because the Constitution goes beyond and protects every denomination. The Constitution provides for every denomination. Why do you want to use words which are of general use and which may have different shades of meaning to different people? Do you think Dr. Rao or Baba Sahib Ambedkar hadn't heard the word secularism? Why did they not use it? Socialist. What do you mean by saying it's a socialist republic? Today, republics like certain republics in Europe, in one sense, are far more left of center than a country like India is. But they don't call themselves socialist republics. Socialism also has a different connotation where human rights are considered secondary to certain social norms. That is why the framers of the Constitution, who put our trilogy of articles, 14, 19, and 21, the right to life, the right to your 7 freedoms, and the right to equality. They call it the golden triangle. This is the basic structure of the Constitution which you can't fiddle with. All this fits very ill with these kind of loose expressions like a socialist republic. According to me, India is already a little too socialist. We should be more right of center. According to you, we may be too much right of the center. We should be more left of the center. So can you, tomorrow you might as well put in the preamble, India shall be centering and not a leftist or a rightist economy. Will it make any sense?
No, I think it's self-serving. I think it's self-serving, it's elitist. And you're thrusting something which was not there, which
the Constitution should also accommodate. If the Constitution can accommodate Mrs. Gandhi bringing in leftists, if the Constitutions can accommodate communist people getting elected to Parliament and in theory forming a Parliament and nationalizing. The constitution must also accommodate people who believe in free trade, people who believe in free enterprise, people who believe in laissez-faire. The constitution doesn't decide how the country is going to run. The people of India vote for those who, at the times, represent the aspirations of the people. The constitution is not meant to compel future generations to run India in a particular way.
So should I mean, if we're looking at the India of the future, should we drop the word secular and socialist from the preamble of the Constitution?
We have to drop a bad habit which we have gone into. Every time things don't work, we amend the Constitution.
Now, of the 106 amendments made till date, over 80 amendments have been made by the Congress party, including the 42nd Amendment.
Mr. Palkhiwala, my late guru, used to use a very interesting expression. He said there is a famous saying, a bad workman always quarrels with his tools. If you can't get the country to work.
No, 1 minute. You're very intelligent. You're dodging my question. My question is, should the word secular be removed? I am asking Harish Salve a straight question. Should the word secular be removed from the Constitution?
For 2 reasons. I'm sorry, 2 reasons. Not just secular. Secular and socialist both
should be removed.
For 2 reasons. The Constitution's substantive provisions inspire people to run the country on the basic structure of the Constitution, which is already embodied. You don't need loose expressions in the preamble. And secondly, I am of the view, and of course, I could be wrong, but Mr. Palkhiwala's school of thought, that the Constitution is a statement of a historical fact. The people of India gave to ourselves this Constitution. It was a statement of a historical fact. In fact, there is no business changing the preamble. So, for various reasons, and it's wrong on so many levels, Mr. Palkhiwala used to give 3 arguments on why this preamble should not have been amended. One was, if the framers of the Constitution, for good reason, did not use words like secular and socialist, please do not add these words. And you have seen, history has proved, these words have not served any good purpose.
Yeah.
Second, the preamble is a historical fact. It says the people of India give unto themselves this Constitution. You cannot change that. And the third very lyrical thing he used to say is, the preamble is beautifully stated. Can you improve on Shakespeare's "the rest is silence" by saying that the rest is complete, absolute and total silence? No, you can't. You're adding verbiage.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया, पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग।
डॉक्टर जहांगीर उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
Of the 106 amendments made till date, over 80 amendments have been made by the Congress party, including the 42nd Amendment. Should the word secular be removed from the Constitution?
For 2 reasons. Not just secular and socialist both
should be removed.
The Constitution's substantive provisions inspire people to run the country on the basic structure of the Constitution, which is already embodied. You don't need loose expressions in the preamble. that the Constitution is a statement of a historical fact. The people of India gave to ourselves this Constitution. It was a statement of a historical fact. In fact, there is no business changing the preamble. And you have seen, history has proved, these words have not served any good purpose.
Biggest parliament debate on the constitution. India repeats constitution in danger narrative. Who has endangered constitutional ethos? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया। पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग।
डॉक्टर जानगी, उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रूंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रूंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
तमाम मुकदमे उसने कर रखे थे उनकी पत्नी ने, अतुल सुभाष के, और 498 डाइवोर्स का भी एक मुकदमा किया गया था, डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस का भी मुकदमा था, और 125 का जो मुकदमा चल रहा था तो वो हम लोग देख रहे थे। और 125 के मुकदमे में 29 जुलाई 2024 में फैसला हो गया था।
फैसले में क्या हुआ था और किस तरीके का वो फैसला था?
देखिए, वो फैसला मेंटेनेंस का था, जो कि पत्नी को तो कोई मेंटेनेंस नहीं दिया गया था क्योंकि पत्नी कमा रही थी, और उसके लड़के माने अतुल के लड़के व्योम के लिए जो अपनी माँ के साथ रहता था, ये बताया गया, तो उसके फेवर में 40,000 रुपये प्रति माह का आदेश किया गया था।
वकील साहब, अभी क्या कोई केस जौनपुर से संचालन हो रहा है या जौनपुर में कोई केस चल रहा है इस विवाद से रिलेटेड डिस्प्यूट से?
देखिए, और मुकदमे 498 वगैरह के और इन सब के मुकदमे हैं, लेकिन उसकी पैरवी, उसके लिए कोई लीगल राय हम लोगों से उसके घर वालों ने नहीं लिया था, और जून के बाद से उससे हमारी कोई मुलाकात या बातचीत नहीं होती रही।
जून के बाद से?
जी।
बातचीत में आपको लगा कभी ऐसा कि अतुल किस तरीके का मेंटली हैरासमेंट अतुल के साथ हुआ है या कुछ ऐसी चर्चाएं?
देखिए, जिस समय ये मुकदमा चल रहा था उस समय और उसके दरमियान में निश्चित रूप से वह बहुत दुखी इस बात को लेके था कि उसकी पत्नी उसके बच्चे से बिल्कुल बात नहीं करने देना चाहती थी। वो बार बार चाहता था कि भाई बच्चे से हम बात करें। उसकी कोशिश यह भी थी कि अगर दूर पे हैं तो वीडियो कॉलिंग के जरिए मैं अपने बच्चे से बात कर सकूं, लेकिन इन सब चीज़ों के लिए जो है उसकी पत्नी जो है बिल्कुल नहीं चाहती थी कि वो बात करे, और इस बात को लेके वो बहुत दुखी था।
वकील साहब, बात की जाए अगर जो जिस तरीके का FIR सामने पे लॉज है, चाहे बेंगलुरु में भी लॉज है, उसमें क्या सजा है और किस तरीके की सजा हो सकती है और क्या साबित होने?
देखिए, मेरे पास तो अभी FIR नहीं आया है। मैंने 306 का मुकदमा किया है, दैट इज अबेटमेंट टू सुसाइड। तो निश्चित रूप से अगर उसने लिखा है तो ये विवेचना का विषय है और ये हम लोगों की जो जानकारी में उस समय था, क्योंकि काफ़ी दिन हो गया, जून से लेके अभी मेरे ख्याल से 3 दिन पहले उसने सुसाइड किया है, इसके बीच में हम लोगों से कोई बातचीत या कोई ऐसा उसके टेलीफोनिक बात नहीं हुई है। लेकिन ये है कि वह अपने बच्चे जो जिस समय आता रहा, तो बच्चे से न मिलने के कारण उसके पत्नी के व्यवहार से, उसके घर वालों के व्यवहार से बहुत दुखी था।
वकील साहब, अब बड़ा सवाल ये है कि जब परिवार जिनके ऊपर मामला FIR लॉन्च है, उनकी माँ और उनके भाई, मतलब साले उनके अतुल के, और साथ में और भी लोग जो भी फरार हैं,
जी जी,
घर पे ताला लटका है, तो अब क्या आप लोगों की तरफ से स्टेप होगा या अब क्या सजा बदलेगा या सजा अब किस तरीके का हो सकता है, अब किस तरीके की धाराएं बढ़ सकती हैं उसमें?
देखिए, ये तो सही बात है, ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन का विषय है और इस पे निश्चित रूप से इन्वेस्टिगेट करना चाहिए पुलिस को कि क्या सरकमस्टांस में हुआ। लेकिन वह बच्चे को लेके दुखी था और निश्चित रूप से इसके बीच में जो प्रताड़ना उसको दी गई होगी।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the nation's sharpest opinion. And tonight, the whole debate is on who has been a traitor to the Constitution, which is the political party which has endangered the Constitution. And as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution of India last month, the question is who is endangering the Constitution? Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely clear that if there is one political party, one political force which has endangered and attacked the Constitution and gone against the principles of the Constitution, I tried to overturn the Constitution and overrule the Constitution in the most unconstitutional way. It is the Congress in its various incarnations, the Nehru Congress, the Indira Congress, and now, as we all know, the Vadra Congress. Ladies and gentlemen, Ambedkar in his Grammar of Anarchy speech remarked that however good a constitution may be, it is sure to turn out bad because those who are called to work on it happen to be a bad lot. This was absolutely true of the Congress government. I believe it is the Congress which has endangered the Constitution, because is it true or not? And I have only 5 questions tonight. That on 28th May 1951, a man called Jawaharlal Nehru directly attacked the freedom of the press and passed an amendment that enabled the government to introduce laws fining newspapers and the media for defamation. Was Nehru not making a joke on democracy and an attack on the Constitution? Answer me, Congress Party. Is it true or not? Question 2. That Article 356 has been imposed on 132 occasions since 1951, with the Congress Party overwhelmingly use it to dismiss state governments. Not 10, not 20, not 30, not 40 or 50, but 93 times. Same Congress is now commenting on attacks on the Constitution. Third point tonight, is it true or not, ladies and gentlemen, that the Congress amended the Constitution more than 70 times, out of which the most far-reaching amendment, as we all know, was the 42nd Amendment made by Indira Gandhi when the opposition was in prison under the draconian rule of emergency. Is it true or not that the 24th Amendment Act 1971 was rammed through the Parliament to nullify the Supreme Court's decision in the Golaknath case, which held that the Parliament of India could not amend the fundamental rights? Was that tinkering with the Constitution or not? And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, for now only, is it true or not that the judicial independence, and they talk about institutional independence now, remain just a word during Indira Gandhi's tenure because 3 senior judges were sidelined by the Congress to make A.N. Roy the Chief Justice of India because 3 judges had ruled against the government in the famous Keshavananda Bharati case. Dear viewers, we must read, we must study, we must be informed, and then we must debate, and that is why every night I debate. I come to you with facts and an absolutely clear and unswerving allegation against the Vadra Congress, Nehru Congress, Indira Congress, through its very many incarnations, that if there is one political party and force which has gone against the spirit of the Constitution, it is only and only the Congress party. Let's debate.
बीजेपी इसको खत्म करना चाहते हैं।
अम्बेडकर का संविधान बदलना चाहते हैं।
संविधान
We failed the constitution.
संविधान बदलने की बात इस देश में नहीं चलेगी।
After multiple political to and fros over the constitution and attempts to build a false narrative surrounding the national document, the Constitution Day debate commenced in the Lok Sabha today. Both the BJP and the opposition launched pointed attacks at each other.
कि हमारा संविधान किसी एक पार्टी की देन नहीं है। भारत का संविधान भारत के लोगों के द्वारा, भारत के विचारों के साथ, भारत के मूल्यों के अनुरूप बनाया गया एक पार्टी विशेष द्वारा संविधान निर्माण के कार्य को हाईजैक और एप्रोप्रिएट करने की कोशिश हमेशा से की गई है। आज मैं देखता हूं कि विपक्ष के कई नेता संविधान की प्रति अपनी जेब में रखकर घूमते हैं। असल में उन्होंने बचपन से ही यही सीखा है। उन्होंने पीढ़ियों से अपने परिवार में संविधान को जेब में ही रखे थे।
ये सरकार आर्थिक न्याय का सुरक्षा कवच तोड़ रही है। आज संसद में बैठी ये सरकार बेरोजगारी और महंगाई से जूझ रही हमारी जनता को क्या राहत दे रही है। कृषि के कानून भी बड़े बड़े उद्योगपतियों के लिए बन रहे हैं। सही एमएसपी को छोड़िए, डीएपी तक नहीं मिल रहा है।
इस सरकार में जो लोकतंत्र के साथ खिलवाड़ हुआ है, इतना कभी खिलवाड़ नहीं हुई। संविधान को परतंत्र बनाकर जो लोग राज करना चाहते हैं, उनके लिए आज़ादी का अमृतकाल सिर्फ एक जुमला है कि किस तरीके से उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार के प्रशासन के इशारे पर एक पुलिस के अधिकारी ने महिलाओं को वोट से डालने से रोका और रिवॉल्वर दिखा करके कहा कि वोट डालने नहीं जाओ।
The minority people of the country always have a feeling that their security and their religious faith to manage their affairs in matters of religion are in danger because of the highly communal concept or highly aggressive form of Hinduism inspired by the ruling party at the center and their associates.
हमारा ऑनरेबल लेडी एमपी ने जस्टिस लोया के बारे में जो कहा, इस पे कार्रवाई होगा और हम लोग का तरफ से एप्रोप्रिएट पार्लियामेंट्री एक्शन लिया जाएगा। अब बच नहीं सकते।
सदन की कार्रवाई आधे घंटे के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
Outside the parliament, there was a demand for a comprehensive review of the organic document in the light of its functioning over the last 75 years.
Long live! Long live! Long live!
Constitutional experts like Harish Salve have sought removal of words socialist and secular from the Constitution.
The framers of the Constitution, for good reason, did not use words like secular and socialist. Please do not add these words. And you have seen, history has proved, these words have not served any good purpose.
As Parliament debates Constitution over the next few days, the larger question is, should India go in for a relook at the Constitution in its 75th year to make it more relevant for present times?
Now, this entire debate is happening in the backdrop of the whole spirited campaign between January and May this year that the BJP, if it comes to power, will change the constitution, and today that is exactly what has not happened. And instead there is a whole parliament session reaffirming the faith of all participating in the debate on the constitution, and therefore the opposition, in my view, does not know where to look, Ramesh Sabarwal. But for now, you can look at your right and look at your favorite Shehzad Poonawalla.
Right.
Look right.
Country is also looking.
Look right. Look to your right.
Certainly isn't.
One minute. Just 1 minute, Nikhil. 1 minute, Nikhil. Look to your right.
Everything.
Look. No. 1 minute. Look to your right. Look here. So don't be coy. ये आपके दाहिने तरफ आप सीधे क्यों देखें? मेरी तरफ देखिए. मेरी तरफ. थोड़ा गर्दन हिला के to your right. So look at Shehzad Poonawalla and tell me today.
He does not want to look at a Pasmanda Muslim.
With what face do you take part in the constitution debate today? The government has organized this debate to embarrass you.
Arnab, you feel that, because we the Congress party always work for the people welfare, and the constitution which was drafted, which was made after the independence, that is meant to give a people security, the people the law enforcement, the rules and regulations.
No, but you had said that it's all going away. It's finished. If the government is elected on 15, 16, 17 June, by 25th June you had said constitution will be over. Today is
13th of December.
13th. 1 minute. I'm coming. Today is 13th of December. We are all here. Constitution is also here. You lied, no? So you lied. You lied, no?
They have less MPs.
You lied to the people.
They are under pressure of Nitish Kumar. They are under pressure of Mr. Naidu. No. तो काला जादू है ही.
Nikhil, don't speak over. I'll come to you. Yeah.
That is true.
What happened? You said that if Narendra Modi becomes Prime Minister, the constitution
Definitely. We are afraid of him. We know that how much dictatorship attitude he has got, and the way in which the parliament also. Priyanka ji has categorically said that he didn't came for a single day, only for 10 minutes. This is the Prime Minister of India
Prime Minister
concerned
will be
about
addressing the parliament tomorrow on constitution. What more do you want?
Arnab, we know what's happening in Manipur. We know what's happening everywhere. The Sambal, they're everywhere.
Don't change the subject.
I'm not changing the subject.
Telangana देखा है? Telangana says hi. Allu Arjun says hi.
We are not changing the subject, sir. We are all under one constitution of country. We are all citizens of this country. We all have to obey the constitution. But our apprehension is that they can do anything. And in my area, in New Delhi area, नारे लगा रखे, one nation, one election,
one poll.
One poll. Yeah. NDMC के लोगो लगा के इनके मेंबर NDMC के जो हैं सरकारी गवर्नमेंट प्रॉपर्टीज में लगा रखे हैं. ये कोई तरीका है इस देश के अंदर? बचत होगी, मतलब अभी से लोग पूरा न्यू दिल्ली एरिया के अंदर गवर्नमेंट प्रॉपर्टीज, दिस इज कॉल्ड ये मिसयूज, सर मिसयूज ऑफ पावर्स.
Misuse of power was the Allu Arjun arrest today. Misuse of power was the way you went to Allu Arjun's bedroom and arrested him.
I feel sad.
You feel sad because you are
your government.
No, this should not have been done.
It is your police and government.
Now let me go to you and ask you this.
I apologize.
1 minute. Let me go to you and ask you this.
Yes.
They are saying that today you are not being able to change the constitution because you got less numbers than you expected.
Right.
If you had got 30 more MPs, you would have changed the constitution. It is because they got more MPs that you were held back.
Arnab, I not only come to your show at 9 p.m, but I also watch the Republic channel, which provides a lot of good content even on digital. And therefore, 106 amendments, 80 have been done by the Congress. Not only did Congress change the preamble, but they changed the spirit. You know what is the spirit of the constitution? The Prabhu Shri Ram Chitra, the Prabhu Shri Krishna pictures which were there in the constitution, those were removed by Chacha Nehru. They have done this kind. Now, just 10 seconds more.
Is that true?
10 seconds more. Very important point. Today is 13 December. I lost my father on 13 December, but apart from that, bigger loss for me is
our condolences.
But 23 years ago, we had an attack on the temple of democracy, on the Samvidhan ka mandir, and 9 people laid down their lives. And you know who was the mastermind of this? Afzal Guru. And you know who defends Afzal Guru? Sushil Shinde, who says he's not a terrorist. Shashi Tharoor, Mr. Omar Abdullah, Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes to JNU, and they say that we want 370 back. That means they don't want Ambedkar's constitution in Jammu Kashmir. Today I asked these two people. I asked Aam Aadmi Party, you remember?
Ask Anmol. Bring Anmol into this.
Last debate when I was with you, Arnab, Priyanka
1 versus 3, ladies and gentlemen,
was exposed when Aam Aadmi Party had actually supported us on the abrogation of 370. But their one MLA in Jammu Kashmir has supported the 370 resolution of Mr. Omar Abdullah, and therefore I asked Mr. Pawar, Are you with
Anmol
370 or are
Pawar
you
on the
with
screen.
Ambedkar's
Anmol
constitution?
Pawar, 1 minute. The question to Anmol Pawar. Order the debate. Order the question is to Anmol Pawar and not to you. And therefore Anmol Pawar will answer. Nikhil, you're feeling left out. Nikhil, you're feeling left out. Feel left out for 5 more minutes. Feel left out for 5 more minutes. Just feel left out for 5 more minutes.
May I reiterate the question once?
Address the individual being reiterated.
Mr. Pawar. Mr. Pawar, sorry. Mr. Pawar.
Pawar.
I was right. Pawar. Mr. Pawar, you had supported the abrogation of Article 370, but your lone MLA in Jammu Kashmir, who is supporting the NC Congress government there, has supported the 370 we wanted back resolution, which means you're against Ambedkar's constitution, which means you're against the reservation for Valmiki. What is your stand? Clear your stand. That is important. You want, say, 370 or you want Constitution of India?
Can I respond?
Sir, to this question, please.
Can I respond, Arnab?
Please. Irshad, please.
Certainly, Shahzad Bhai, please do not interrupt. I'll just give a very clear answer.
Sir.
It is on 11 December 2023 that a constitution bench said that unanimously upheld the power of the president to abrogate Article 370 of the Indian Constitution. Now the allegation which has been made by Shahzad Bhai is that earlier we were in favor of abrogation. Shahzad Bhai, we are still in favor of abrogation of Article 370.
Are you sure?
And let me tell your viewers, Arnab,
are you sure?
Let me complete.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not lying? Are you sure you're not lying? Are you sure you're not lying? Because this is Republic, you will get fact check.
Would you allow me to complete?
Are you sure you've not changed your stand?
Would you allow me to complete? I'll fact check everything today.
Yes.
I'll fact check everything. Allow me to complete first. First of all, Arnab, on the issue which you are telling is Shahzad Bhai is relying on a fake news which says that the lone MLA, Mr. Mehraj, he supported the NC, which is absolutely incorrect. In fact, what he said that the BJP leaders are unable to read what is written in the resolution. See this tweet of Amit Malviya, their own leader. What does it say? It says that interesting development in Jammu and Kashmir. The resolution adopted today reflects a new approach of the ruling National Conference. They are not insisting on restoration of Article 370. In fact, that resolution does not even mention Article 370.
Now, one second.
And give me 2 more seconds. Let me be very specific.
Please go on.
Arnab Goswami ji on that particular day asked that you are for the abrogation of Article 370 in Delhi, but against it in Srinagar. So are you for or against the abrogation?
I asked that question.
Arnab ji, there's a difference between Article 370 and the demand for full statehood. Aam Aadmi Party Aam Aadmi Party has always supported abrogation of Article 370. But we demand full statehood.
Now can I come in?
Debate will go off track.
Just one second, because
I will. Okay, now listen. In the context, before you come in, 1 minute. In the context of the ongoing debate, let me just say that I am very happy. I'm very happy, Anmol, that issues of nationalism have become central to issues around the Constitution, because Indira Gandhi talked about socialism, not nationalism. Secularism, not nationalism. Congressism, not nationalism. Emergencyism, not nationalism.
He was the one who nationalized
1 minute.
We should not allow the
Now listen, ladies and
before
gentlemen.
Aap gets away
I'll let you respond
20
once.
seconds. Just 20 seconds.
Yeah, but Anmol is responding to you, then I'm taking over the debate.
Just 20 seconds.
Yeah, but otherwise you both are going to discuss this Article 370 for the next
But it is connected to the Constitution and its implementation. So just 20 seconds. Anmol, now I heard you. 20 seconds, please.
It's a good debate.
Anmol, 20 seconds, please.
Anmol, listen.
Anmol ji, you have to listen. This is not... Anmol ji, please, this is not your party convention.
I just need 10 seconds.
This is
Anmol, let him respond to you. Please, I'll come back to you.
10 seconds.
Anmol, I'll come back to you. I promise I want this part to be dealt with.
Please inform the viewers that why...
What? Inform viewers what?
He must answer that why Amit Malviya deleted this tweet.
I'll inform everything, Baba. I'll inform everything. If you keep quiet,
viewers, at this point in the debate,
now let me
9:20 p.m. Aam Aadmi Party feels it has got Shehzad Poonawalla on the back foot.
They think
Put down the piece of paper. I know you feel you have trumped Mr. Poonawalla. Yes. Let him respond to you.
Now, thank you very much. Let me read from the resolution. The resolution expressed concern.
Resolution of which AAP was a part.
Of which AAP was a supporting part. It expresses concern over the unilateral removal of the special status. So it basically advocates for special status, and that is what you've answered your question, Amit Malviya. Please don't interrupt, sir.
Nikhil, hold that. Pull back. Don't behave like the Telangana police. Don't behave like the Telangana police arresting Allu Arjun. Wait, now
Nikhil,
please.
there's something called courtesy ethics.
Please pull back.
That you don't have any.
No side comment. No side comment either. Order, please be quiet. Thank you. Continue.
Okay.
No, make your point and get on with it. Yeah.
He supported the resolution,
do this jugalbandi for the next 20 minutes.
Which basically said that it was against the removal of what they said was special status. And by the way, 1 second, please don't. I'm not interpreting anything. He said that even though my party in Delhi has taken one stand, we are taking a different stand.
Chalo, you maintain that AAP is anti-national and is pro-anti-370.
We've gone into a
yeah, that's a nice window.
1 second.
Look at camera 2 and say.
Can you stop interrupting? 1 second, Mr. Nikhil, stop interrupting. Stop. Why are you shouting? Why can't we have a civilized debate? Please listen
because he's inspired by Anurag Badoria.
You have all the right to interject everybody. Nobody.
One question. I have one question.
That's the BJP way of life.
Are you a 5-year-old?
हम करें तो ठीक है, तुम करो तो गलत है.
You've finished.
That's exactly what you do.
Now can I answer?
He's a 55.
Now if you can give me 10 seconds. Mr. Sushil Shinde said that I do not call Afzal Guru a terrorist despite the Supreme Court under the Constitution saying it. Do you accept it, yes or no?
With the Constitution?
How much, if you're going to...
What does it have to do with the Constitution? No, stick
even
to the
I will interrupt you like this then.
Shehzad,
you want to have a debate or you want to have an interruption?
He wants to have a debate.
Debate or an interruption?
Because he
debate or interruption?
That it was the Congress party that gave this country this beautiful Constitution. That it was this Congress party.
No, 1 second. What? The Congress party gave this Constitution.
Take that back. Which is why the Supreme Court never...
Congress gave this Constitution.
Taken it from the preamble, despite people like you going to court for it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one minute. The argument made. Now, Nikhil, you are sounding like a particular 55-year-old adolescent.
Are you saying that the Congress gave this
My question is, you said that the Congress has given this country, ladies and gentlemen, statement of the day. Please note Abhishek Sudhir and Vinay. Now you also pull back for a minute. Don't respond.
He was the first law minister of the country. That is why
he was not in Congress.
Yes, but the Congress was the one who supported him throughout.
Are you crazy? They made him lose 2 elections. They made Ambedkar lose 2 elections.
Who made Ambedkar the law minister?
What are you saying?
Who made Ambedkar the law minister of the country?
Are you serious?
The first law minister of the country.
And when did Ambedkar resign?
Right to
when did Ambedkar resign? When did Ambedkar resign?
Whenever he resigned is immaterial. What is material is that when the Congress party had majority in the Constituent Assembly.
Of Ambedkar in the parliament.
He had a majority in the Constituent Assembly. It was Ambedkar who was made the chairman of the drafting committee.
One minute.
That was Congress party.
One minute. No, Nikhil, you will be quiet. You will be quiet for a minute. Now, Abhishek, 1 minute. Now, you will be quiet. Don't be eager, don't be over-eager, and don't be meager. My question is to you tonight, Abhishek Sudhir, it's a point of law. That we are on an argument. I'm just coming to you, Anmol. Give me a minute. Give me a minute on my own program. Ask you for 30 seconds on a Friday evening. I've earned it. Yes. My question is, Congress has chosen power over Constitution is my point. Yeah. So, Sabharwalji, you will not like it, I'll tell you. There is a ghost of Allahabad High Court judgment. Always, you will remember this, viewers. Every young person in this country should read the Allahabad High Court decision holding Indira Gandhi's election to the Lok Sabha null and void.
Yes. Which was overturned by the Supreme Court.
And please be quiet. It is also true, Abhishek, or not, that Indira Gandhi's appeal against the Allahabad High Court decision at that point of time was pending before the Supreme Court, and then in panic she imposed the emergency.
Yes.
And that her appeal before the Supreme Court was listed on August 11th, 1975.
Yes.
And then before the Supreme Court could decide, Section 4 of 42nd Amendment Act was introduced that excluded election petitions against the president Vice President, Prime Minister, and the Speaker of the Lok Sabha from the purview of the higher judiciary.
Yes.
That means what Indira Gandhi did, and this is the remote point, Indira Gandhi did the most unspeakable offense against the Constitution. She exercised the power of self-pardon.
Yes.
She said Supreme Court is nothing. Be quiet, be quiet. Don't. No, you can't interrupt when people are listening to me. See, unlike you, I speak a lot of sense. Now the question is, she basically said, I am above the Supreme Court.
She didn't, she showed it.
And she pardoned herself. Am I reading it right?
Absolutely right.
Abhishek,
can I just make my point, Nikhil? Then you can.
A very serious point of
First,
law.
Since you said it's a point of law, it was called the Constitution of Indira, basically.
Yeah.
The way she essentially defaced that constitution, this was Nani Palkiwala. Okay, you can roll your eyes and make all the faces you want. The emergency was a dark period in our history. It remains the only period in history where the fundamental rights were suspended. The Attorney General in front of the court said, I'm sorry, the citizens do not have any fundamental rights. The last time I checked, Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has never abrogated the fundamental rights of the citizens of this country. Indira Gandhi did it formally. I want to address the arrogance of Nikhil's point, where he said the Congress gave the constitution.
What happened in Manipur?
Ramesh, I didn't interrupt you, please. I just want to make a civilized
Very serious debate tonight.
I'm loving the Congress party gave India the constitution. First of all, it was the Constituent Assembly that gave the Republic of India the constitution on January 26, 1950, not a political party. There were communists, there were people from the Hindu Mahasabha, there were people of all hues and colors. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee was also a part of the Constituent Assembly, who happens to be the ideological forefather of the Bharatiya Janata Party. You cannot discount the contribution of the RSS. Let me make one more point, Nikhil. Let me make one more point. You can rebut.
Nikhil. We are having a solid debate tonight.
In Wayanad, when there were flash floods, when people were suffering, in the same Wayanad where your Priyanka Gandhi got a rousing majority from a minority vote bank, it was the Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh that was the first organization that was on the ground. You can write off their contributions to Indian history. Veer Savarkar suffered for this country. You have a problem with Veer Savarkar. Have you gone to jail? Have you gone to the Andaman Nicobar Islands? You speak of mercy petitions. You go and live in Andaman Nicobar. You have lived in New Delhi all your life. Go to Kala Pani and then you can comment on Veer Savarkar. Do not write off.
Did Nehru not go to jail? Did Mahatma Gandhi not go to jail?
This constitution, not a single political party. And what did Mahatma Gandhi say?
Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to make a point tonight. Nikhil.
Collection of people of differing ideologies. And Mahatma Gandhi said that party should be dissolved, but one family refused to dissolve it. And it's a matter of shame that three members of one family are in parliament. You speak of reservations, you speak of merit, you speak of Dalits and Adivasis. It's the same Kashmiri Pandit family that has been in parliament repeatedly, generation after generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have some breaking news. Some breaking news just came in. No, Nikhil, please wait. When I say breaking news, have respect for the viewers. I have just been informed the Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnav has come out in support of Allu Arjun. Has said that the Congress party has no respect for the creative industry in this country. And I wish to make a statement with your permission, Mr. Sabharwal, that I feel it wonderful that I have just been informed, viewers, that the High Court, while looking at the Allu Arjun case, has most greatly and generously referenced my case and has used my case, Arnab Goswami versus State of Maharashtra, which went before the Chief Justice of India, then Chandrachud, then Chief Justice designate, and has used references to my case while giving bail to Allu Arjun. And I said earlier today, I said, what does the Congress gain by doing things like this? You know, when I came out of jail, I came out much stronger because I was against a fascist and dictatorial Congress and Uddhav party. When tomorrow Allu Arjun comes out, he will come out much stronger against a Congress, fascist and dictatorial party.
The first amendment to the constitution was curtailing freedom of speech by Nehru. Yes. Nehru banned lots of books. Indira Gandhi censored the media. Please, Mr. Nikhil, you can't interrupt. Everybody slow all the time. You speak in your turn, boss. Rajiv Gandhi brought 2 laws which were against the media, and you know one of them, in fact, passed, but it was given a pocket veto by Gyani Zail Singh. And also, now I just want to tell you, because you believe in Ambedkar? Now just listen to this. Ambedkar. Please, sir, please. Romeshji, please, 1 second. Ambedkar. October 1951. There's no place for scheduled castes in the heart of Congress. Joining Congress is suicide. Ambedkar.
That's true.
Ambedkar then says about the communists.
We are talking about caste.
Please, sir. communists.
Getting very serious.
Ambedkar says about the communists, Arnab, you like this. It is absolutely impossible for me to keep relations with the communists. They are like a burning fire that consumes everything. By the way, the communists were dead against Ambedkar and the constitution. And so also, Mr. Nambudripad said, I want to destroy the constitution from within.
All lies, you know.
All lies.
Yeah.
These are codes. These are BAWS, Baba Saheb Ambedkar works, selected works.
I wish to make, Mr. Sabarwal, I wish to make another point.
Do you support a UCC?
Caste consensus.
Do you support UCC?
Yes, do you support UCC? If you support
Article 44 of the Constitution of India, do you support it? Answer the question.
The protection of the people, caste consensus.
Mr. Sabarwal,
poor people
Mr. Sabarwal, I will now proceed to make a statement, which is very serious. I'm going to put a very serious charge. So please listen to me carefully. And viewers, and especially to anyone I would say who is born after, say 1990, who would have absolutely no living experience, or after 1980 rather. Which means it's a really, anyone sort of 40 to 45 years or 50 years and under. Or rather, I would say anyone below the age of 55 would have no living experience of the emergency. Some would have studied about it, but since Congress removed emergency from our textbooks, we need to educate them. So here is the point, viewers. I want to tell you, viewers, and to the young people in this country, that if there is one party which is against the judiciary of the country, which has conspired against the courts of the country, which has carried out the greatest assault on the courts and the judges of the country, it is a tyrannical, dictatorial and fascist party called the Congress Party. Today, the same Congress Party wants every law reviewed in the courts. They want CAA, abrogation of 370 reviewed in the courts. But when they were in power, they wanted to trample the judiciary by taking away the power of judicial review. It is so ironical. You introduced the 41st Amendment. Look here, look at me. Look at me? Right to your right. Look at me. Did you introduce the 41st Amendment that curtailed the powers of the court to review and invalidate laws passed by the Parliament? You amended Article 32, Article 131, Article 225 because you, and I'm saying this to the camera, they wanted to limit the this gentleman here, his party wanted to limit the role of the judiciary in checking the constitutionality of laws.
No, never,
and today, this gentleman's party, ladies and gentlemen, they lie I'm not talking about your family. They lie about protecting the judiciary, but they wanted absolute control of what law is passed in Parliament. They did not want any check from the judiciary on even whether it violates the basic structure of the Constitution. Indira Gandhi said, I will break the structure of the Constitution and nobody can stop me. This is the truth about what the Congress Party has done. Expose the Congress Party. Expose the Congress Party completely. They have chosen power. These people have chosen power over the basic structure of the Constitution. You forced the word secular. You forced the word socialist into the Constitution. I take offense. Mr. Sabarwal, I have silenced you today. Mr. Sabarwal,
Indira was the most secular leader of the country.
You know something? Come, bring the camera here. I'll tell you another story. Bring the camera to me. Bring it here. Bring it here. You see this same Indira Gandhi establishment and this man, nice man otherwise a nice guy. Otherwise a nice guy, not a bad guy. The only problem is this blind loyalty. You see,
it's not a blind loyalty. It's on the
facts. Listen. You see, Indira Gandhi's establishment was irritated with the basic structure doctrine propounded by the Supreme Court in the Keshavananda Bharati case. They wanted viewers to destroy the Constitution.
No, never.
Wreck it, cripple it, destroy it. And today, their future generations are so irritated. I dare any member of their future generations to debate with me. I let Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Vadra face me. They can't.
Can I just ask one?
They can't.
Recently do.
Let's make it simple.
Name all your cases that you wanted to.
You want to give Binay a chance?
One question.
You want to give Binay a chance?
Yeah, please.
Binay, you want to take off from what I said? I said they have conspired against the judiciary. There can be no bigger crime.
Arnab, my question is that my friends from Congress, they still feel that emergency was the most secular act. Right. And after Rajiv Gandhi death, the massacre of 6 was the most secular act done by Congress and its workers. The massacre of 6 was the most secular act.
Listen.
The income tax.
more than 80 times you amended, you twisted the constitution or your personal gain. Was that the most secular act?
Need of the hour होगी, debate हुई होगी,
emergency was needed,
debate हुई होगी,
massacring 6
public interest में, public interest में,
killing 6 in broad daylight was needed. I asked this.
Just
How do you think that making amendments to the constitution?
public interest में.
You practice intouchability with Bhimrao Ambedkar ji. You practice intouchability.
20 seconds, just 20 seconds. Let's come to the current context. If you're with the constitution, Revant Reddy said, I want Muslim reservation. Is it for constitution or against?
Unconstitutional, yes or no?
We don't want.
Reservations to
I think you have given in Telangana what you don't want.
एक सेकेंड, आपके चंद्रबाबू नायडू
Muslim reservation is against constitution.
When they say
you accept it. Who said what?
Who said that giving reservation to marginalized communities is against the constitution?
Muslims as a religion is
अरे चंद्रबाबू नायडू से पूछो ना. Then ask that from ask Chandrababu Naidu then. Why do you give
Chandrababu Naidu has not given any Muslim reservation.
Why do you give reservation?
They have given OBCs and Muslims reservation.
It was in their manifesto. Should I open the manifesto for you?
Backward.
It was in the
मुसलमान को दी है.
manifesto में था कि मुस्लिम की 4% reservation.
Muslims को नहीं दी है.
Please read it.
OBC Muslims we have given.
हैं?
Muslims को कभी reservation.
Is Azim Pre? One second.
OBC को दी.
मतलब मुस्लिम में जातियां हैं, मुस्लिम में जातियां हैं ना, मुस्लिम हैं, तो then why you are opposed to anti-conversion law? Why you are opposed to anti-conversion law? Then that means you don't get salvation by coming into Islam. You don't get salvation from caste. Then why you are against?
अपनी थ्योरी बना के आते हो तुम तो रोज एक नई अर्थमेटिक लिख लेते हो अपने अकॉर्डिंगली. यही तो बीजेपी का एजेंडा है. जो ये कहे ठीक है, जो हम कहे गलत है. अरे देश चलाया 75 years we have run the country.
Your biggest contribution has been renaming the Krishnagiri National Park as Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Your biggest contribution has been renaming a hospital as Sanjay Gandhi Memorial Hospital. How dare you, Sanjay Gandhi, the notorious Sanjay Gandhi, how dare you use that dangerous Sanjay Gandhi, the dangerous Sanjay Gandhi. Sir, I'm not minding. Sir, you need to understand. Sanjay Gandhi is responsible for the emergency. Sanjay Gandhi is responsible for the emergency.
No,
you celebrated it.
No.
What was his role in the emergency?
He did so much.
What is his role in the emergency? Circumcision of men.
अरे क्या था?
Nasbandi.
पेड़ लगाए दहेजों के लिए, दहेज प्रथा खत्म करने के लिए. He fought against this. इतना संजय गांधी.
You are actually celebrating. You are defending Sanjay Gandhi on my
Yes, why not? He was the leader of the Congress party.
He was Indira Gandhi's son. He could kill.
Gori के लिए लड़े वो, पेड़ लगाए.
These people are saying
how much he has done for this country in short. अरे भाई.
Mr. Romesh ji.
छोड़िए सर, छोड़िए.
Have you read the report on emergency? Kishore Kumar songs were banned. People were castrated. The people.
अरे भाई अब तो बोलो तो ईडी आ जाती है, सीबीआई आ जाती है, आईटी आ जाती है. लोग सुसाइड कर रहे हैं आपके अराउंड के.
I want to ask you. Listen to me. Ask your 1 minute. Look here. First, don't get excited. It's a pride. Ask your ally, Lalu Prasad Yadav, why he named his daughter Misa Bharti.
Maintenance of
ask whether Rajnath Singh was denied parole. Whether Rajnath Singh was denied parole even to attend his mother's last rites. Ask whether 36,000 people were put in jail under the Maintenance of Internal Security Act. Ask whether all opposition leaders, including JP, were all arrested by the Congress Party. Dictatorial Congress Party. Fascist Congress Party.
Right now? What is happening under UAPA right now? Father stands.
What is UAPA? Say UAPA.
UAPA, not UAPA.
Yes, you.
UAPA sounds like
something else.
Sir, what's happening in Manipur? What's happening in Sambal?
Sambal. अरे बांग्लादेशी हिंदू के भी बात करो. Your heart doesn't bleed for Hindu.
Why not?
No,
what the government of India is doing?
What do you want?
Why government of India is not taking the initiative? They should talk. They should protect. We are not in power.
Mr. Romesh, 1 second. You think Arnab is a good man? Just 10 seconds. You think Arnab is a good man?
He may not.
Arnab is a very bad man. Arnab is a very bad man.
Let me complete. Arnab Goswami was put in jail Arnab Goswami was put in jail by your fascist
And
government.
you people can put all of us up. You are putting
you are
all of us.
Allu Arjun.
अरे हमें यहाँ डर लगता है.
झुकेगा नहीं, you have arrested
अरे हमें बंद कर देना. हमें तो रोज लगता है कि ये लोग बंद कर देंगे.
Arnab Goswami is the only editor-in-chief who's been arrested since Prime Minister Modi came to power, but by Uddhav Thackeray, your ally. Not for long, I guess.
And now,
Uddhav Thackeray is not a dictator for what he did to an editor-in-chief of a national channel.
When you're talking about the constitution,
they were in government.
I ask another question today, and I really want to push Anmol today, because Anmol can't get away always. He wants to maintain the situation. I am both with India, against India. I will fight Congress. He has to be nailed on this subject. Now, do you agree or disagree that when you say, I have been a person who has been a traitor to the constitution, did Nehru become a traitor to the constitution by taking the Kashmir issue to the United Nations, and thus the Kashmir issue was stalled? Is that betraying the constitution or not, Anmol Pawar? And the Indus Water Treaty signed by Prime Minister Nehru benefited Pakistan more than India. Was that in the spirit of the constitution? You can hear me? Come on, Anmol. Anmol, answer the question. You've come prepared, but I'm asking you today.
First, I need 30 seconds. First of all, I'll not allow Mr. Shehzad Poonawalla to run away by spreading lies. Let me make very clear on 370. Mr. Mehraj Malik, which is our sole MLA, he said that, can the BJP guys even read? I will stand with any move that is in the interest of India.
Tell him to withdraw
and
support
it is
from
their
NC
own
government.
leader, Amit Malviya.
Prove me wrong. Withdraw support.
Who said that? Who said
you
that?
tell him to withdraw from NC government.
Please.
Tell him to withdraw.
Please allow me.
Tell him to withdraw.
Should I open the lines? I'll open the lines.
अरे रुक जाओ यार, you are getting exposed. Please allow.
Yes,
you are
sir,
getting
I'm so
exposed. Let me expose
you are with
you more.
Congress.
Let
who
me
put
expose you
emergency,
more.
but I am exposed.
Amit
You are with
Malviya.
Congress.
Amit
Malviya obsession.
Arnab, this is not the way. Arnab, is this the way? Arnab, why is he interrupting?
Okay,
Arnab, why is he interrupting now? Why is he interrupting now, Arnab?
He's going.
Arnab, why is he interrupting now?
Don't.
Arnab, did I interrupt? Did I interrupt, Arnab?
No, actually
did I
you did.
interrupt?
No, you did not. You did not.
Okay, start. Amit Malviya did what?
See, Amit Malviya hailed the national conference for not mentioning Article 370 in the resolution itself, जिसका ये हवाला दे रहे हैं. इन्हें खुद नहीं पता, ये खुद पढ़ के नहीं आते, यहाँ अपना ये बाजा दिखाते रहते हैं सुबह शाम. उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है जब तक आपको ये ना पता हो. और moreover, you said that Arnab ji,
yes,
Arnab ji, you said that because the certain opposition parties seek review of the laws. Now, when the Supreme Court has very categorically said that the Article 370 is to be abrogated and has been abrogated, then why is it that the BJP spokesperson need my certificate? Because he don't believe in the Honorable Supreme Court.
But did 1 minute, may I ask you, Anmol, you are fire and brimstone. My response is simple. My question to you, my counter is simple. Anmol, listen to me. Anmol, listen. When we talk about the Constitution, we talk about the sovereignty of the country. And Article 370, in my view, was against the sovereignty of the country. And therefore, it was removed. Now, the National Conference resolution asked for a review of the abrogation. And your MLA supported that. Why were you part of it? Don't you think it's an important enough issue? That's why I asked. Aam Aadmi Party wants a review of the abrogation of 370 in Kashmir and wants to support the abrogation of 370 in Delhi. You can't have it both ways, my friend.
Minority votes they want now. It's
going. You can't want Muslim
Congress
votes
is taking
or
it
minority votes there. Yeah. One minute, Anmol, why did you want a review? What is there to review? If the Supreme Court has taken a final position on it, and the matter is a settled matter in a court of law, what are we looking to review?
Exactly.
You are taking a populist position. Review will not happen, cannot happen. We will not allow it to happen.
Exactly.
We will stand against it. We will not allow a review of the abrogation. We will not allow it.
If the court if the court admits a review petition,
the court is not going to admit it.
Are you saying that you're going to stop the Supreme Court from reviewing it?
Are you for 370? Nikhil, are you for 370?
I am not in the manner in which it was abrogated. It was absolutely unconstitutional.
How is it abrogated?
That was what.
Let him answer.
And hold on. Article 370 was part of the original constitution.
Okay.
What are you talking about? That
Article 44 is also
that Ambedkar, they were all wrong. They were anti-constitutional.
Viewers,
They were
I wish you asked tonight.
What are you even talking about? Get your head straight.
Viewers, I wish to make a point this
Abhishek.
evening. Silence. We are told, and I'm appalled today that our friend Ramesh Sabharwal has decided to support the emergency by supporting Sanjay Gandhi, who carried out the mass sterilization program. He sterilized more 6.2 million Indian men. Please, people in this country, listen to me. This dictatorial and fascist Congress party, they forcibly sterilized 6.2 million Indian men, and they said he's now saying, can you be quiet? And they are now saying, yes, we sterilized 6.2 Indian men forcibly through Nazbandi, more than the Nazis have done, and we made up for it by planting trees. I mean, what are you talking? You made up for sterilizing 6.2 million men by planting trees.
It was a voluntary.
Shame on you, sir, and the Congress party.
Literacy, tree planting, eradication of casteism, abolition of dowry.
Nazbandi. Violators of the Constitution. Violators of the Constitution.
Did you not see what he just did?
What did he say?
I have an intervention.
He's Google.
5 seconds.
He's Google.
Google कर रहा हूँ ना, क्योंकि आप तो होमवर्क करके बैठे हैं.
Once again, Arnab, it's a very important intervention.
What is
he
the
is
intervention?
giving the benefits of emergency. He has just read out that we have
The 5-point program.
We made
तो क्या आपकी तरह वॉशिंग मशीन नहीं है ना, आपकी तरह वॉशिंग मशीन नहीं है. ईडी भेजो, सीबीआई भेजो, मणिपुर में जाओ, देश को बांटो, मुसलमान करो, सारा जादू लाओ, ईवीएम हैक करो, क्या करते हो यार?
Was emergency right or wrong?
So you want to talk about
was emergency right or wrong?
At that time, political time, it was right.
Are you serious?
Why not?
He's saying
Why not? अरे भाई पानी लगाया होगा. हालात होंगे.
I'm asking something. You're saying emergency was right?
Stand
up, sir, and answer me. Will you now say, 1 minute, will you say that despite the Shahbano case, you went to Parliament and passed the Muslim Women Protection and Divorce Act to overturn the Supreme Court? You overturned the Supreme Court after the Shahbano case. Did you or did you not? Did you or did you not?
The leaders have.
The nation wants to know. Did you or did you not?
We know our leaders.
Yeah, Augusta Westland scam was for the Constitution.
Leaders.
Bofors was for the Constitution.
They sacrificed their lives for the country.
For the Constitution.
They are true Congress people.
And you brought in the places of worship, Special Provisions Act 1991.
Now, 1 second. When he has justified emergency, does SP agree? Does AAP agree?
I asked.
AAP tell us. They said
Anmol Pawar.
at that time.
Anmol Pawar is on the desk. Bring him on the window. Calm down. Calm down. Question on.
Don't interrupt.
It's a big.
Don't interrupt. Please don't interrupt.
Naked is a hot point.
Ramesh Sabharwal, who's a tall Congress leader, has said that emergency was right at that time. Does Mr. Pawar agree? Does Mr. Pawar agree? Mr. Pawar take a position. Aam Aadmi Party should take a position. Do they agree with the statement of Congress? And he's a Congress leader, Sanjay Gandhi.
I'm opening up lines.
Please open up the lines.
I'm opening up the lines.
Yeah.
I'm opening up the lines. It's gone too far today. Mr. Pawar, don't avoid. Mr. Pawar, answer.
Arnab, can you please repeat? My audio is not good.
I'll repeat with pleasure.
Okay, put him on screen.
Slowly, softly, with pleasure.
Camera to zoom in on
only
him.
the sentence. Mr. Ramesh Sabharwal has said that emergency was right at the time it was imposed. Does the Aam Aadmi Party stand with the statement of this Congress? Or does it condemn Indira Gandhi and those who are supporting the emergency in Congress?
Call
Are you in the Congress? Are you in the Congress? And you are talking for Congress. He's an AICC member. He's an AICC member.
He's an AICC member. He's an All India Congress Committee member.
Exactly.
Let him reply.
I'm answering.
Yeah. Call us.
Can any sane person support emergency?
Then answer the question. Are you calling Mr. Sabharwal insane?
Do you support emergency?
Are you calling the distinguished member of the All India Congress Committee insane?
Do you support emergency?
That particular time, the leaders have applied their mind.
Any person who believes in the constitution of this country will not support emergency.
I have a ridiculous situation tonight.
But these BJP
Sir, did the BJP carry out the Nazbandi of 6.2 million men?
Democracy.
Calls have started. Abhilash is calling from Mysuru. Abhilash,
claiming themselves.
Abhilash, what's your take on this constitution debate, Abhilash?
The same place where.
Yes, I just wanted
1 minute,
to ask two questions.
Abhilash, I want to hear the viewer. Yeah, Abhilash, yeah. Hi.
So Congress, hi Arnab. Congress, political analyst, Aam Aadmi Party, everyone should listen this. Whichever has happened throughout the state, throughout our nation, what question you have? Just tell me that. What question you have? What atrocity you got? What all the things has happened for 2004 to 2014? What all you have done? What you gave to us? I am not asking for the BJP, I am not asking for the Congress, I am not asking for anyone. I am just asking what all you guys gave us. What you gave us?
9,000 sedition cases, Muslim reservation.
Let him answer. Let him answer. The pin drop silence of Ramesh Sabharwal.
And Mr.
And everyone else tonight is moot. People are very, very well informed.
As far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, can I respond?
Right to food, right to education, right to information is what we have not done at that time.
As far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned,
right to vote.
In the last 10 years of governance of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, we have proved that with the intent and with the capability, we can make Delhi. I mean, the kind of work which we have done in the field of education, in the field of healthcare, it is being applauded not just in India but even worldwide. The former UN Secretary General, Mr. Kofi Annan and Mr. Ban Ki-moon praised our education model, our healthcare model. The former Nobel laureate, Mr. Amartya Sen, he lauded our governance model. So,
what about your mansion?
Please do
okay,
not
1 minute. I'll go to the next caller. And next caller is Ashok Razdan calling from Jammu. Mr. Razdan, good evening.
Good evening, good evening.
Do you believe in this constitution in danger argument anymore?
Oh, definitely it's in danger, yes.
What is putting it in danger in your view, Mr. Razdan?
This is, I'm talking in reference to the who is there in this.
Anmol, yes.
debate.
You can address Anmol directly, Mr. Razdan.
Yeah. Good evening, Arnab.
Good evening.
This is Ashok Razdan from Jammu.
Sir.
Mr. Anmol, who is on behalf of the AAP, he is 45. Their representative from Telangana. He has just about the abrogation of the article.
Yes, has he?
Yeah.
But Anmol denies it.
They have not supported this abrogation of the Article 370. Yeah, they have got two standards. One is in Delhi and another is in Jammu. And Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Omar Abdullah,
so you must
is
read,
not just
you must,
for the sake
you must
of
go and
the
read
faith
that
he
resolution,
got this
sir.
introduced in the assembly. And I remember this Mr. Kejriwal had flown to Dota directly along with the Punjab Chief Minister, and they celebrated the day there of winning of this one seat up in J&K.
Yes.
You see, you're under scrutiny. These are very, very well-informed viewers, Anmol.
They supported Khalistanis also.
They
support Khalistanis also.
And I will only say...
I have already... See, I have already made it clear. I have already made it clear twice, and your viewers know exactly what I said. So I need not
They just called and
what
they
I
told
said
us what
earlier.
they think. And by the way, Farooq Abdullah's son said that Mr. Guru should not have been hanged.
Okay,
Do you agree with that? Do you agree with and you're supporting his government? The government that says that Afzal Guru should not have been hanged, you are supporting him with your one MLA. अरे भाई आप क्या बोल रहे हो? आपको दिल्ली में सीट नहीं दे रहे? आपको दिल्ली में सीट कैबिनेट आप तो लाइफ सबके साथ
महबूबा मुफ्ती's party.
Are you supporting Brijbhushan Singh?
अरे come on, Baba, what is the correct?
Why did you get into alliance with PDP?
Anniversary of Parliament, the attack.
Well, I think a lot of people will be tuned in to two things tomorrow.
Are you in support of this rapist?
Swati Maliwal says
this
hi.
guy standing next to you is a rapist. Are you in his support?
Swati Maliwal is
Are you
saying
in
hi.
his support? Are you in his support?
You think?
Are you?
Are you raising question on a character?
No, 1 minute. Can you be quiet? Look at.
She said that she comes from a BJP office means what? What do you mean by this? You're raising question on the
debate. 1 minute. There's a terrible fight.
These are the rapists. These are all BJP.
What is going on there?
These are all BJP.
Be quiet. He's no 1 minute. Just one.
And are you in support of him?
Shehzad, you answer.
Yes. What is the question? Please repeat your question.
अनमोल दोबारा दिखाओ इनको.
अरे आप
मिस कर गए.
आपको ठेंगा दिखा दिया दिल्ली में ठेंगा. हाँ बताओ दिखाओ दिखाइए अनमोल जी दिखाइए
मैं भी आपको प्यार से और सहजता से बता देता हूँ.
हाँ बताइए.
ये 3 जो हैं भाजपा के कार्यकर्ता हैं जिन्हें परसों जमानत मिली है इलाहाबाद.
Okay, wait, ladies and gentlemen. Okay.
तो आप बता रहे हो जी वो.
अब मैं जवाब दूं जी.
आपके साथ.
Quickly, I give you 10 seconds and then close because I'm over time.
Show. No, he's showing picture about me.
So answer quickly, no? Whatever your responses.
Now, when the charges were made on these people.
Louder, Shehzad, come on now.
अब रुक जाओ. Now see the difference between BJP and Congress, BJP and AAP. These people have been thrown out from the party and Bibhav Kumar is in their party.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, the big debate on constitution is tomorrow. We expect the Prime Minister will be addressing. We've had a fantastic and ferocious Friday evening debate and we'll go live with the Prime Minister tomorrow evening. So all day stay tuned to Republic. See you till tomorrow. Good night and goodbye.
Time for a quick breather. Arnab will be right back with the debate.
Amity has been ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally, a testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked quality.
आइस बोला था लाने को, लद्दाख चला गया. पूछा फोन पे इतना बिजी क्यों है, तो क्या बोला तू? हाँ, माउंटेन्स वर कॉलिंग.
डॉक्टर जहांगीर उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया.
हाँ, तू किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी.
समझ गया. मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है. इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा.
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं. रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड.
You are the minister. You are having a power to raise your voice to